Hey, guess what? I kept my promise. There's another one of these. So, I have no intro. Don't think I'll ever make an intro. Kind of really lazy that way. So, yeah, let me tell you some stuff I've been listening to lately. Daft Punk's Get Lucky with Pharrell, and Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines with Pharrell as well. It's really good, especially the combination of the two. They're like, it's disco fever, you know? It really makes you feel like, oh, disco and stuff. As you can tell, I have never discoed. Ever. Too out of the generation. Now, if you recall, last week I said I was going to the Asia Super Showcase, or ASS for short. Let me tell you, it was an awesome concert. It's like really fun. There was dancing, fans got. I'm kidding. The concert was postponed. No, I'm seriously. That wasn't a joke. It actually got postponed like Friday. They posted it up. I think they posted up a notice. I'll try and get it, but it basically says that. Don't want to go into it. It's like a terrible breakup letter. They said the concert is going to be postponed indefinitely, but they would keep us updated. I want to talk about what I think that means, because the biggest problem with this is that well, first off, SNC starts their world tour soon, like really soon. I think it's supposed to be their last gig before the world tour. I'm not entirely sure on that. Don't quote me on that. But so I don't think they'll be free to come back anytime before the world tour. So my biggest worry is that they will say, oh, we had to change the lineup when we postponed it because the artists we booked are no longer free for the new date. That means, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to offer refunds because it already says their artist lineup subject to change. And according to someone, they said this concert was having really poor sales because a lot of SNC fans were backing out and they knew about another concert in August. Again, don't quote me on that. I have heard no official sources say it, but everyone else seems to know so. But me. That's, that's me. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to offer refunds just because of the remaining SNSD fans who bought the tickets so early because they knew it was going to come. No, I don't blame anyone for it. It's totally cool, but it's like reading a bad breakup letter over and you just read it over and over again and you're like, and you want to buy yourself some Haagen-Dazs. What else can I talk about? This week's Doctor Who. I'm actually a pretty big Doctor Who fan. Pretty big. You learn a new thing about me every week. So this week's Doctor Who is called Nightmare in Silver. And it was written by Neil Gaiman, which is pretty cool. And it has the Cybermen, who's this new upgrade. They look like Iron Man suits. They even have a little arc reactor. I think they timed it right with Iron Man 3. Okay, first off, before we get into this episode, can I just start with something? My issues was the end of the last episode. What the hell is up with the children? I mean, you couldn't have a more shoehorned device. It literally looks like they were editing the audio episodes. Like, oh, the kids are in the beginning of this episode. Quick, we need to record some footage now to give them a reason to be in this episode. I mean, no disrespect to Neil Gaiman, but the kids aren't even introduced. They don't even have names. They're never formally introduced in any way or form. The episode starts with them on the TARDIS already, and you can only pick up their names if you're paying attention to the conversation. They say, "Oh, it's so and so," blah blah blah. There's never a formal introduction. I like what it does to the Cyberman mythos. I mean, the Cybermen, they're about deleting and upgrading. Hey, like a Mac. Don't mind that joke. So I'm gonna try and keep this as short as I can. So it does that very well. It portrays the Cybermen really well in that sense, because there are people who are scared of the Cybermen. They say every time they try to, they find a new way to kill the Cybermen, they just upgrade, and then now they're immune to it, which I think is pretty cool. It reminds me of Kecleon from Pokemon. So what it does to the Cyberman mythos, I like. The plot was more tolerable than some of the other episodes this semester. Season, my bad, college. I'm trying to think episodes I really didn't like. Hyde was okay. Last episode was really bad. That's how bad it is. I can't remember. Crimson Horror was just. I think Crimson Horror was Crimson Horror was the last episode. My bad. And the most important thing I wanted to get to this week, because we don't have that much time for much more, is Ace Attorney 5. The trailer just came out last night for me. I think it was yesterday morning we were watching this in the States, whatever, but Ace Attorney 5. Let's talk about Ace Attorney for a bit. I like the Ace Attorney games. I've played 1, 2, and 3. 3. Yeah, I've played 1, 2, and 3. Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations. I may have the order mixed up. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I highly doubt Capcom has made a better story than with those games. Come on, Devil May Cry's plot, it's pretty easily crumbleable. That's a thing. Crumbleable is totally a thing. And I'm pretty excited for Ace Attorney 5. I might actually get a 3DS just to play. Although the new character Athena, kind of know who her role already is. She's got like the whole unbuttoned shirt. I think she's wearing shorts. I'm not quite sure. So the Japanese have kind of made me cynical to that. And on a final note, also played Meat Boy, not Super Meat Boy, Meat Boy. Just got around to playing it. The intro gives me PTSD because it's a direct reference to Ghosts and Goblins, and I think I nearly broke my wrist playing Ghosts and Goblins, slamming my hand on the desk. It's not pretty. That wraps it up for this week. If you like this, subscribe. Hopefully there's more. Maybe I'll make the This Week in Doctor Who a thing, except for next week's the season finale, so also I have like individual things I want to rant about. If those are particularly long rants, they'll be released aside from the weekly schedule as their own independent segments. So bye bye, toodles for now. I have to continue modeling a plane.